Namaskar, greetings, and gratitude. I welcome you all to the Star Talks episode number 37. And today, with me on the hot seat is Miss Priya Gambhir, Principal St. Andrew's World School, Vasundhara, Ghaziabad. I welcome you, Priya ma'am, to the Star Talks. How are you
Thank
doing?
you. I'm doing great. Thank you very much for having me here, for giving me the opportunity to share my insights and my experiences with you.
Thank you, my pleasure. Ma'am is a CBSC master trainer. She's a skill innovative ambassador from Ministry of Education Innovation Cell. She is a wellness coordinator and an art integration head. This is also wonderful. Wonderful, ma'am. Ma'am, please share the most defining moment of your career as a principal and how did it shape your approach to education?
Okay. One of the most defining moment of my career as a principal has been when my school was recognized as the best emerging school of Ghaziabad belt. This recognition was very rewarding and it actually validated my commitment to foster the holistic education. And I'm a very staunch believer of competency based education. It's all about learning by doing. I believe that one should have that, motivation and that skill to go beyond textbooks. So I think we are doing everything here. We are trying to achieve that landmark, and when it is being recognized, there is certainly an overwhelming feeling. And this experience actually shaped my leadership. It actually made me to focus more on continuous innovation in faculty development. I feel that when I'm designing the curriculum with my team, it has to be student centric learning approaches which should be focused upon. So yes, being recognized and being encouraged to stride forward has been the most prominent and defining moment of my life.
Congratulations, ma'am. This is so good.
Thank you.
So, ma'am, my next question is something similar. What is your leadership philosophy and how do you embody it in your daily work as a principal, ma'am?
My leadership philosophy is very simple. I truly believe in empowering, I believe in innovation, and I believe in inspiring. I also believe that good leader creates more leader. And that is the reason I actually, fostering an environment of open communication. There has to be a collaboration, decision making, and the culture of innovation should be there, and that has to set the vibe of your school. The vision of your school should be clear to your team. And as a leader, I always believing to lead by an example. So I love to be engaged in those professional trainings and bringing something back to my school, further teaching my or rather further skilling my team, so that we will see that the kind of change which NEP is expecting us to bring in the domain of education must be there. So you need to aspire, first of all, and then you need to inspire, and then you need to empower. That is my leadership philosophy.
Wonderful, ma'am. I'm inspired. Wonderful. Yes, as when we began with our talk today, you were telling about observing bagless days in your school these days.
Yes, yes.
So good initiative. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ma'am, please share some of the innovative practices or technologies that you have been implementing in your school and what impact they had on your student learning outcomes.
Okay, so there are few practices which we are not only believing to be followed, but rather we are living in the real actual sense. My entire school is working on a Bala system, that is building as learning aid, and whatever information is there in the campus is one of the research topic for our children right from the grade 1 to the higher grades. So we indulge them with these TLMs, as you can say, and we expect them to go for the research-based projects. The teachers are there under, their supervision and their observation. They are working, and apart from that, we have a dear approach, that is drop everything and read. We are emphasizing on the reading skills of the children. So there is a proper mechanism, weekly, which is being followed for the reading. Not only students, even the teachers are also engaged in the reading practices. And then there is the classroom, talks are there and discussions are there. Then we are also emphasizing on the DEAM approach, that is drop everything and meditate. So we indulge the children in meditation. That is also one of the weekly practice we are doing. Then we are the sustainable school. So we have got a lot of sustainable practices which are being followed in this small ecosystem of our education, domain. So these are the practices which we are following. And apart from that, when you talk about the integration of the technologies, it is everywhere. I mean, you talk about the textbooks, you talk about the assignments, you talk about the teachers' mechanism. You cannot keep yourself away from that. So, yes, it is very much blended, but we are not giving away, or rather, we are not keeping the human touch at the back seat. That is primarily there for us, and we are working harder to make it successful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, dear program I had heard of, but this
Yes.
dream is good. Drop
Yeah,
everything,
meditation.
meditate.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
These days children are having so much of, they have come up with a new vocabulary: depression, anxiety, stress, that to a very younger lot. So I think when they meditate, it gives them a little time to introspect. Their mind are calmer, their body is more ready to take up the new challenges which the day is packed with. So this is one of practice which is actually being bringing lot of changes in the behavior of the students. So we are
Yes.
really working, this is a mechanism which we are following weekly. So our
I
20
see
minutes of the
it.
morning is fixed for that.
There is so much of chaos all around, and yes, we need our children
Absolutely.
to be focused and concentrated. Absolutely wonderful, ma'am. Ma'am, what advice would you give to educators who are just starting their careers? And what qualities do you believe are essential for success in education?
Okay. The advice to the educators: you need to first know, are you a teacher or an educator by choice or by chance? Of course, you must have picked, or rather chosen, this career for yourself. So you need to be very much adaptive, you need to be empathetic, and you need to be keep learning, because the one who stop learning stop growing. And you need to understand that there has to be a passion, there has to be a patience in an educator, and these two qualities are non-negotiable. A teacher first need to have a connect with the child before delivering the content. So these are the things which a new educators must understand, and they need to have their lifelong commitment, and they need to upskill themselves, and then only they will going to evolve with the new technology in the space, where every day something is there to learn and something is there to take back to the classroom for your students. So I feel the new educator, there is only one success mantra: be empathetic, be a great learner, and have you should have that adaptability. That is something which a new educators must be ready to take up.
Rightly said, ma'am. Wonderful. And this is nice. The keywords passion and patience.
Passion and patience, yes, these are the two mantras for the teaching fraternity, and that is non-negotiable actually.
Absolutely.
If you truly love teaching, you will naturally inspire, you will going to impact the lives. You need to believe that you have selected this is your choice. Now, come up, have that commitment, have that quest of learning, and then of course you would certainly going to feel that satisfaction. And that is what the educator at this challenging time must be having. They should have the work satisfaction, they should have that the quest of learning and quest to stride forward. And for that, there is an abundance of chances are there. The webinars are going on, the trainings are going on, the workshops are there, then the MOOC courses are there. It's just the educator need to understand that what exactly would going to work well for them.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, you've received numerous awards for your contributions to education. Please, if you could share with us some of the notable achievements and how has it
Okay.
impacted your career, ma'am?
I tell you, the one of the, I would say the moment which I would never going to forget in my life, and I think that has been the turning point, which made me to believe that there is more for me, in this space. So I had been awarded the best teacher by Bharat Vikas Parishad, and instead of me being going on this stage, since I was out of town, I've asked my parents to go and to receive that award for me. So when they have been asked to come on the stage, and when they were being conferred with that award, their happiness knew no bound. And there was, that pride in their eyes. And when I saw them being recognized as the parent of the best teacher, that has been the turning point. And of course I felt that I should make my parents proud, I should do something which would certainly going to make them count on me. Yes, their daughter is doing wonderful in the life. And second moment I would like to tell you, I have been one of the jury member to judge one of the prominent science exhibition by National Science Congress, that is Dr. Abdul Kalam's foundation. And I was so much touched to see that children from far-fetched spaces of our country have come up with such a innovative projects and their models. Even they were not having the basic amenity. When we say that we are having the technology at our hand, they even not having the internet access, so they were doing those presentation, going to the different areas, or rather at that space where there was a better connectivity. So they had to walk 10 miles, or they had to relocate themselves for that certain period. I was really touched that I got the opportunity to be one of the jury member, to see those innovative projects, to see that how the talent is being fostered every nook and cranny of India, and it is all because of the magic of the teachers. There is that spirit which is still alive, that you need to make a life of a child. हम कागज के डब्बे नहीं बनाते, हम टीचर्स हैं, हम जिंदगियां बनाते हैं. And I think that passion has been truly lived, and it would going to continue. So these are the few moments which I would certainly not going to forget in my life.
Beautiful, ma'am. Beautiful. Very nice. And, ma'am, if I may know some of your hobbies and interests as well?
My hobbies, I would say, I love, listening to good music. That is one of the stress buster. And I love interacting with people. I have been a very ardent, believer of sharing my thoughts with my fellow colleagues, my, known acquaintances of same domain, and it love to hear those insights and to share. So I feel when I've been in a public space, I'm mentoring the teachers and sharing my experiences. That is something which really gives me that change, which I look forward, because being a principal, you have to work in these silos. You are isolated. You are working from your decks. You are channelizing. But when you go in a domain where people are there to interact, they share their practices, that is something which gives you that rejuvenation, and you look forward that we all are on the same page. And yes, we are striding forward together for the noble cause. That is something which counts as one of my happiest moment.
Wonderful, wonderful, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. And it has been a pleasure to have you on Star Talks. Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you. Pleasure is truly mine. Thank you very much.
Honored, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, my dear audience, for being with us in this lovely chat with Priya, ma'am. Tomorrow again, I will come back with another personality who has inspired my life. Good day to all of you.